Welcome back to But I'm Still a Good Person by Vince Nicholas. I'm joined by my sparkling wife, Carolyn Nicholas.
Hi.
Hello, honey. Thank you for joining me at the dining room table for this episode of the pod.
Hello. Thank you.
We have a very special guest. How did you book this guest?
I'm so excited for this guest.
How did you book this guest, honey?
Well, I bribed him with a 6-pack of crumb donuts.
Yes, it costs $1 at our nearest Walmart. And let me just get into what I wrote here. Our next guest needs no introduction. He goes by the name Small Mite, Golden Compass, but we know him simply as the Lennox. You may know him from the TV show I Don't Want to Take a Shower, or Constant Fascinating Facts with the Lennox. He loves chimichangas, doing cartwheels in our living room, and doing anything to avoid going to bed. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely, the talented Lennox Albert Garcia.
Hi.
Lennox, thank you for coming on our program here. It's good to be here, Vince.
Hi.
Stepdad.
What's up?
Okay.
What's happening?
So we are having you on, and your mom on, although your mom is on every episode, to tell a story about, the headline is, we sent our child, or as Kesha the singer says, our wild child, we sent Lennox to school with no mask.
Yep. Mommy messed up.
Yes. So, honey, the dining room table is yours.
All right,
Go
son.
ahead. Please.
Son.
Yes.
Do you remember what day this was?
Like last Monday or something? I don't know.
Okay.
A bad memory.
It happened earlier this week.
Or something like
Every day I drive you to school, son. Yeah?
Yes.
And every day I have your mask in my pocket. And
Yes.
as we're driving, I give it to you. Like once you get your seatbelt on.
Uh-huh.
So I pull into the parking lot of the school, and then what do? I let you out right away.
I let you out and you give me my mask.
I give you your mask, you have your mask on, and then you get out of the car and you walk up to the front of the school.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So on this particular day, I let you out. We said bye, love you, see you after school.
Uh-huh.
Goodbye, mother, who I love dearly and I will never forget for the rest of my life.
Best mom ever.
Best mom ever, BMF.
And then
E.
you walk around.
Yes.
So I turn to go towards the exit of the parking lot. And
Meaning
I'm like,
you're in your car.
I'm in my car driving.
Okay.
He's
Yes.
walking.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot his mask.
Okay. So he's outside the car. You're still in the car.
Yeah.
And the traffic pattern is a nightmare. There's a lot of cars.
There's a lot of cars.
People. There's social distancing. There's a whole
There's
deal.
Yeah, there's people on foot like sprinting through the parking lot, so you got to be really careful that you
Okay.
don't hit somebody.
Right.
So I'm like, oh my god. I look over at Lennox. He has his shirt pulled up over his nose, and he's like kind of like really quickly running.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh crap.
Right. Well, you see this sometimes, like guys who either don't care or forget a mask. They pull their shirt collar over their nose. Lennox, you were just trying your best. You realize mom messed up, and you pulled your shirt collar over your nose. Correct?
Uh-huh. Yes. Yes, I did.
Did you pull your shirt up over your nose after you went through the lady who does the temperature and the screening?
I already... Well, like a few seconds before is when I realized, and like a few seconds later is when I pulled my mask off.
So you pulled your shirt collar before a temperature check or after?
Like before though.
And did temperature check lady say anything?
Yes.
What'd she say?
Well, she like message or something with the walkie-talkie that I need the mask. So yeah.
We got a 5150 here. We're calling in the Popo. Popo on the go-go. Swarm the Lennox. Yes.
What did the temperature check lady say to you?
Well, she just said that so I'll just get a mask. Like, yeah, that's all that.
They were going to provide you with a mask.
Okay.
Yes.
But this was unbeknownst to me. All I know is I'm driving through the parking lot. I look over and I see you with your shirt pulled up.
Right. Your darling son with the
baby.
The Lennox what is it? A cell with the little hair sticking out. That it's besieging our precious small mite, our Lennox, And so what was the next step, babe?
So thankfully I see a parking spot, an empty parking spot. I swerve in it.
Mm-hmm.
I turn off my car. I hop out as quickly as I can, and I start racing across the parking lot.
Like Whitney Houston at the end of The Bodyguard, racing towards Kevin Costner.
More accurately, I was like Sandra Bullock in
While You Were Sleeping.
No, that like movie where she's
The Net.
She's like in the country.
The Blind
She has
Side.
to move back home with her mom. She has a little daughter.
The Lake House. While You Were Sleeping.
Whatever. She's like a
Speed.
Anyway, look it up, people.
Okay, Google it.
So I'm running across the parking lot. I'm in my teensy-weensy pajama shorts.
Okay.
Because I've just rolled out of bed.
Right.
And I don't get myself together for a couple of hours into the morning.
You don't expect to get out the core. You just expect to drop the Lennox off.
Yeah.
You don't expect it. It's like going to the drive-thru. You don't expect to get out and go into the restaurant. You're just like, I'm in my chonies over here. I'm in my
I'm working from home right now. So
Mm-hmm.
I roll out of bed. I log onto my laptop at home.
Yes.
I drink my coffee. I stay in my jammies for a couple of hours.
Yes.
So I'm wearing my teensy-weensy jammy shorts. I'm wearing some flip-flops. My legs are hairy. We're like a week post-shave.
Oh, dear.
I'm wearing no bra.
Oh, wait a second.
I'm racing across the parking lot. So I get close
So
enough.
flip-flops, a super high cut. As T-Pain / Flo Rida would say, ass bottom jeans, boots by the fur,
booty cheeks swing,
hanging. You're like at the discoteca. Hello, ladies, Pearl and Nicholas coming down the aisle with her booty cheeks hanging. Throw your $1 at the chubby mama. Yes. So flip flops, jammy shorts, no brassiere, and hairy legs.
Hairy AF.
Were the legs hairy from ankle to the
ankle
crotch?
to pelvis. You
ankle
know it.
Wow.
Well,
okay.
not pelvis.
Well.
What's your apple?
Shave.
What did he ask?
How come I don't shave?
Yeah, it's a good question, Lex. It's a question her husband. It's a question her husband asked.
And I have to get ready and do everything.
Yeah.
So you have to get ready, and I don't.
Yeah, you can just sit there and stare at the computer all day.
Wow, it's a valid question.
Wow.
And how come you're wearing jammies?
We're getting real out here. Well, again, Lennox, she didn't expect to get out the core, and your husband. Your husband sounds like a lucky fellow, honey. To be frank,
hey.
I love it when you're prickly and you have some hairiness going on. It's fun, right, Lennox?
This was a Tuesday morning. I was not my best, and I wasn't expecting to need to be at my best.
Right, you're not ready for the Met Ball with a Lady Gaga.
And you know what is so funny? As we were leaving the house, I was like, "Wow, look at me! Thank God, no one's gonna see me." Mm-hmm. I literally had that thought as we were leaving the house.
Oh dear.
Okay, so I get close enough where I can see Lennox's shirt pulled above his nose.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm like
a terrorist. Yes.
Lennox. Finally, he looks over at me, and I wave him down, and I have the mask in one hand, waving it like a little flag.
Okay, so you're running across the parking lot, as it were. Okay.
So he sees me. He comes towards me. Now, he has to cross the parking lot where there's traffic going. So there is a crosswalk, and there's a staff member. There's a lady with like a little vest and a stop sign.
Okay.
So that's the only way you can cross. They're very particular about this.
And they're really strict, and they like to yell.
Yes, as we're about to talk about.
Sounds dumb, but go ahead, honey.
So he crosses. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Here's your mask. So he takes it. He starts to go back across the crosswalk to go into the school.
Okay.
He has a little paper hand.
Okay. Because,
this is how it works. Every day when the kids get to the campus, Their temperature is taken by a staff member.
Mm-hmm.
They're asked a series of questions, which is like, do you have
Oh,
a fever?
God.
Have you had a cough? Have you had a runny nose within the last day?
Are you a
sneezing?
terrorist? Are you planning to bomb any important buildings?
Do you have the Rona? Basically.
Do you have the Rona? Have you
So-
been with the Rona? Do you love the Rona? Did you sleep with the Rona last night? Does your cat have the Rona? My God.
So if they pass the questionnaire and
Yes.
they pass the temperature check and they have a mask,
Okay.
they're given a little paper hand.
Okay.
And then they walk to the entrance of the campus. And
It's a piece of paper
it's a little tiny, like, as if you traced your hand and then cut it out with paper.
that's cut
It's
out like
child
a
size.
hand.
Yeah,
Okay.
a little wee hand.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to have that little paper hand to get through the actual gate to get into the school.
This is beyond ridiculous. Please continue, honey.
Okay, so Lennox is going back across the crosswalk. His little
Okay.
paper hand
So
flies.
you gave him his mask,
I gave him his
and
mask.
he's headed back towards inside.
Yeah.
Yes.
His little paper hand flies away in the wind.
Well, it's been very windy in West Sacramento the past week.
Goes into the parking lot. So I'm like, go get it. So he runs out.
Go get it. Well, were you helping this young man here?
It was very
You
chaotic.
didn't yell, go get it. I just went to get it.
Oh,
He just went to get it,
You must
honey.
not have heard me. It was
Yeah.
very chaotic. It was very stressful. It was wild. So immediately the staff or the crossing guard lady's like, hey, get back here. Pay attention.
Is the crossing lady a smoker? Let's be honest. Does she vape?
I'm sure she does.
I just sit here
So-
taking temperatures all day.
Poor Lennox was like looking at me, looking at her. The little hand was fluttering away.
That's like the
So-
American Beauty movie where the plastic bag flies away. Okay,
So
that was
me,
deep reaches.
like, recall what I'm wearing or not
Yes.
wearing. So I run into the
Flip flops,
street.
jammy shorts, no brassiere, prickly hairy legs. Yes, go ahead.
I
honey.
run into traffic.
to get this.
I gotta grab
Is
this
it a
little
paper hand?
Yeah,
It's a
little
paper
paper
hand.
hand. It's a little paper cutout
Oh
hand.
my goodness!
I grabbed the paper hand. I run.
So you found you grabbed it.
Yeah, thankfully it was only about like 15 feet away.
You have like the moves of our cat Frankie. You're very you can jump.
Things were jiggling, but I was agile.
Mm.
Okay. So I run, I grab it.
Things are jiggling due to no brassiere.
I grab the little hand. I run
Yes.
back to Lennox. He's
Yes.
like mid crosswalk, just like staying there.
Were you to the smoker lady yet, Lennox?
No.
No.
I grab the hand, I give it to him, and I'm like, okay, go. I think we were also like a little bit late that day, like a little bit later than normal. So we were like, there's additional like pressure to get through the process, get in there.
Stress. Yes.
Not that late. We got there like 8:25, which is kind of late.
And time
Yeah.
and class starts at 8:30.
Yeah.
On the dot. Okay.
Yeah, so it was like 8:25. So
Mm.
got him his hand, he ran across.
Does the crossing guard lady have hairy legs, Lennox?
I don't know. I don't
Oh,
pay attention
wow.
to that.
You need to figure this out next week.
No.
Go ahead, Len. I mean, honey.
Okay, so he got in, he went through the gates. I went back to my car, like,
He had a mask.
he had a mask, he had his little hand.
He had his little hand, his little paper hand.
I didn't.
Do you carry this hand all day, or is it just?
No,
you just.
we just carry it, and then once we get to the classroom, we just throw it away.
Wow!
Luna has hers all crumpled up in her backpack. She's like been saving them.
Wow!
She said she's gonna burn them all.
At the end of school.
At the
Burn
end of school.
And let's be honest, Luna Marie has multiple times said social distancing. Whatever. It doesn't. It goes out the
Wearing a
window.
mask is terrible. I hate it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gavin Newsom. But
From
we
the mouth of the child
we
comes the truth.
Yes, from the mouth of babes. But we don't take political positions on this pod. Go ahead, honey.
So I head back to my car. I'm not looking around. I have my eye on my car because I don't want to meet anybody's eyes. I don't know who has witnessed this.
Mhm.
I don't know who saw
Who witnessed this
me at my
atrocity?
worst.
who took out their phone, started filming video, and started yelling, "World Star!
Am I gonna
World
be
Star!"
on the West Sac Facebook groups?
Yeah. Look at this anti-masker / COVIDiot
Worst mom.
/ Karen / worst mom ever / yes.
So I get to my car and I'm like, oh, whew. And then I think Lennox is going to be so upset that this happened. And sure enough, the first thing he said when I picked him up after school that day was,
Which is 2-3 hours later or something?
it's about 2.5 hours later.
Okay.
He said, no, 3 hours later. He says, Why did you forget my mask?
Oh, Lennox.
I went
Albert.
to school upset. I was upset the whole day about it.
Oh,
I'm
dear.
embarrassed.
I knew you were, son. I knew you were going to be.
Did this incident impact your discussions about Minecraft or Roblox? Or
No.
how did it affect you, Lennox, in your day
I was
today?
upset
He was upset.
and embarrassed. When I walked up to my classroom, I was upset. You could tell by my face.
I know, son. And then every single day since this happened,
Yeah.
I just keep asking, do you have my mask?
every morning, do you have my mask? Why did you forget my mask?
Well, he's an orderly gentleman. This small mite.
And then I said, why did you forget your mask?
Oh, so it's a back
Wait,
and
say what
forth.
we said after.
What? Tell me.
You can't remember.
Oh yeah. He said, why did you forget my mask? And I said, well, sometimes my brain forgets things.
Yes.
And then I said, why did you forget your mask? And you said,
Well, sometimes my brain forgets things.
he just repeated
Oh.
back the same line to me.
Oh.
So it was just a circle
Yes.
of blame.
The kitchen was too hot to handle, right, Len?
Maybe, I don't know.
She threw you shade, and then you threw the shade back,
Mm-hmm.
and suddenly it was her looking at the mirror at herself.
That's right.
Wow, this
Whew.
is quite the controversy, the incident. So, Len, it's been 3-4 days since this happened. Have you recovered? Have you forgiven your beautiful mom / my wife?
No, forgive but not forget.
Oh, wow.
Wow, we've all been there, haven't we?
Oh. But how about when you get your donuts tomorrow morning that I bribed you with?
Yes.
I'll be happy.
This is how we.
And then I'll be sad that I don't have them anymore.
Well,
Wow.
so goes food.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's how we booked this A-list celebrity to come out from doing cartwheels and watching Unspeakable from his room. We're gonna buy him $1 worth of crumb donuts
Yep.
from the Walmart in the morning. Lennox, thank you for coming on today. Do you have anything you want to plug? Let the people know what's going on with your life. What would you like to say?
Bye.
Bye.
And bye.
He's a simple man.
Follow my TikTok. I don't even know what to name.
How do you not know your
I
TikTok
don't
name?
know. I just
Oh.
watch other TikToks, not mine.
Mm.
Worst plug ever. He's the Lennox. He's Lennox Albert. We love him. We see him every day.
Best boy in the world.
Best boy in the world. Lennox, thanks for coming on. He's been very verbose. Has hot takes aplenty. Lennox, why don't you give us fascinating facts about an octopus?
They have 3 hearts in their brains or in their tentacles.
Hold on. Let's go one at a time here. An octopus has 3 hearts?
Yes.
Are there hearts in their like head thingy?
I guess.
Well, I go to the love part of the heart, honey. Do they have 3 paramours? Do they marry 3 times? Is this a polyamorous relationship, Lennox Albert?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know.
And
They have their, like, parts of their brains are in their tentacles.
are in their tentacles. That's why their tentacles are so like they do so many things. They're very important. They're very important.
Also, another fun fact about history is that 97% of human history is lost.
And why is that?
Because people only started, like, doing cave paintings and writing down history 6,000 years ago when people became a thing, like 200,000 years ago.
Oh,
So that's why 97% of human history is lost.
that's fascinating. I love that fact. I mean, it's crazy to think about, but that's very interesting.
It's important that we hold on to the 3%. Let's, as a human race, as a people, let's try to bump it up to 4%. Keeping human history, which is 33% better than 3%. So let's kick it up by a third. Let's try to.
I'll be proud of human history.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you have any other fun facts, thoughts,
Thoughts,
Comments-
feelings,
comments on
comments,
the world.
reflections.
reflections on family get-togethers?
No.
Jeez.
I don't like parties. That's a fun fact.
What?
We're having a family get-together tomorrow, and how do you feel about that?
I don't like it. I'm antisocial.
You're antisocial.
Well, you've expressed feelings of introvertism. But it's a different family than the normal family that parties every weekend and makes you clean.
All right, he's yawning now. I think we've pushed him to the edge.
All right.
You're released, son. You did a great job. Thank you for
Lennox
joining
Albert.
us.
I'm gonna have my donut now.
You're having your donuts in the morning.
In the morning.
Okay.
Bye.
Lennox, thank you for coming on. It's been a pleasure.
Bye.
Plug. Please go back to your room and watch Unspeakable. You know what, Lennox? Go be a YouTuber and get famous and rich, and so Mommy and I can retire and love each other forever.
Okay.
But Len, thank you for coming on today.
Bye.
Bye, son.
Bye.
And oop.
So I have two quick stories I would like to tell. Now, first one involves a large woman on a rascal scooter. And for those who don't know, a rascal scooter is like, well, she's a large woman. Okay, take it back to what I do as a side gig, as my, I'm not a DoorDasher, but I go to a supermarket and I take out the old magazines like your People's and your Globes and your National Enquirers, and I put in the new one.
Fun fact that I
Yes.
learned when you started this gig is
Yes.
that the grocery stores themselves, there are a few things that they are not responsible for. Like
Yeah.
a lot of the displays that you see with like the cardboard stands with like little products in them,
Mm-hmm.
this is done by your company.
Mm-hmm.
All of the book and the magazine displays, the rotation thereof,
Yeah.
your company does this. You do this.
Yeah.
I thought that was very interesting. I thought the grocery stores they like took care of everything
Right.
within.
They ran top to bottom when in fact, well, my technical term is I'm a quote unquote vendor. And I see other vendors like the Pepsi guy and the whatever alcohol beverage guy, but they come in and they have they put in new stuff and they take out the old stuff. So I do magazines. I work for TNG
So essentially,
for people who don't
it's,
know,
it's
but
outsourced. They outsource.
it's
various
outsourced,
things.
right?
I thought that was very interesting.
Yes, it's fascinating because who knew? So once a week I go to the Save Mart on Kiefer and I take out the old People magazines and Us Weeklies and all that, all the tabloid crap, and I put in new People magazines and Us Weeklies because the appetite for celebrity gossip is never ending.
An abundance of waste, is what
Right,
you're saying.
right. But I see people who they go in their way in at the Save Mart to buy their 40 ounce of King Cobra beer, and they start pawing at the Us Weeklies and the Women's World and the Globes and National Enquirers. So there's a market there. I don't know who would buy magazines. I actually see who buys magazines, and they're usually questionable individuals.
Usually over the age of 70.
White women who are. I'll be nice and I'll say they start in their 50s and they end in their 80s, but yeah, usually in the 70s. Usually white women, to be frank, and then there are men. Again, from 50s to the 80s who apparently don't have the internet or don't have websites, don't have internet access, don't have Wi-Fi, so they wait for the new magazines, and that's what I do.
Honey,
yes,
you're an essential worker.
I am. I'm essential AF,
Hashtag hero.
as they say. But the point is, the point is, I don't work for quote unquote Save Mart. I work for this company called TNG that does the magazines. But oftentimes, I will be in the middle of my taking out old magazines and throwing in new magazines, and people will ask me questions because they see me doing things work related.
They assume you work for the grocery store because nobody knows
Right.
this.
Right.
It's yeah.
And I'm very handsome.
I would approach you.
I'm
okay?
very amenable. I'm very cordial. I'm a pleasant guy. I'm very approachable,
Yeah, you are.
as it were, honey.
Yeah, you are.
So people who are like, "Where's the cottage cheese?" They will ask me, even though I have nothing to do with the cottage cheese. So they will approach me many, many times, and I'll be like, oh, I don't work for Save Mart. I just do the magazines. And this happens 4 or 5 times each week that I do the magazine things. So today, a large woman, who I will not say her race, but
What was her age, approximate?
geez, we're talking 50s,
Okay.
maybe 60s. But she was in a rascal, and a rascal is essentially a scooter.
A scooter with a little basket in the front because they got to do their shopping.
Right. Well, to put it in more pedestrian terms, it's a wheelchair on wheels that roll with a little basket.
Uh-huh.
Yes. And she was in a scooter rascal dealio, and she was a large woman. And so we're about 20 feet apart. She's in another aisle, in front of another aisle from the magazine aisle. She kind of, hey, I need help. Hey, can you come over here? And me being the very pleasant, nice man that I am, right away I'm like, okay, I can't, quote unquote, I don't know where the cottage cheese is, because I get that question many times. I don't know where the bug traps are, the cockroach traps are. But I figured she was on a scooter, which is lower than your normal plane of existence. So I was like, oh, she needs... And I saw that she was in an end cap. And for those who don't know, an end cap is the end of an aisle where the Entenmann's are found or where a certain product is displayed. It's not the normal aisle that you're in. It's at the end of the aisle.
Okay.
So I think right away, okay, she needs... Because she's in a scooter, she might be disabled, she might be handicapped. She needs help with the Fritos on the top shelf. Cool. Like, I don't know where the cottage cheese is, but I can reach up. And this has happened before. Can you reach up here? Because I'm 5'10"-ish, and some women are 4.
I thought you were taller than that.
I used to be 5'11", to be frank. I'm an old man, honey, and I'm getting older, and we shrink as we age. But I'm thinking, okay, she needs help with the Fritos. She's in a seat, a wheelchair, for lack of a better word. So she needs my help. Okay, so I walk over there. It's about 20 feet. And I go over there, and I'm like, okay, she needs help with the Fritos. So I walk over there, and she goes, do you have the jalapeno Cheetos now, right away? I don't know the product mix of this particular Save Mart on Kiefer Boulevard. I don't know what's going on. I do the magazines solely. But she said, do you have the jalapeno Cheetos? And I said, well, I don't know. I only do the magazines. Yo, if you need a hot headline from Life and Style or In Touch.
Do you want to hear about Prince Archie's 2nd birthday?
Right. Do you want to hear the last week's story about Prince Harry versus today's breaking news story about Prince Harry? I'm your boy.
J-Lo and Ben Affleck hung out.
Right. Benifer is back, yo. That's what I'm saying. I'm your boy. We'll have a White Claw. We'll break bread in the deli section, and I'm your guy. And I can tell you, I'll be here for 45 minutes with you. But do you have the jalapeno Cheetos?
Very specific request.
Right. And I was like, well, I don't work here, which is my standard line. I don't work here. I just do the magazines. But I know the store layout pretty well because my job it involves magazines, but sometimes I do cold and flu stuff, and I know the layout of the store. So I said, well, and this end cap display had Fritos and Cheetos. It was a Frito-Lay thing. Frito-Lay has tons of brands. Lay's potato chips. So she's in front of about 3 or 4 different products on shelves, and she says, do you have the Flamin' Cheetos? And I said, well, the official potato chip aisle is 2 aisles over. So if you don't find the jalapeno Cheetos right here, then just well, roll your ass over to 2 aisles.
Push that button.
Push that lever. Push the forward button on your PlayStation controller and go over 2 aisles. And there's 900 potato chip varieties which you can find. And so I'm trying to help her. I'm trying to help her find the jalapeno Cheetos. So I said, it's not here, and I don't work here, but 2 aisles over, I know the layout of the store. There's a whole array of potato chips.
It must be there.
Yeah. So give that a try. And then she says, but I've been there. And I was like, okay. So you went down the aisle where there are 600 types of snacks and potato chips and Cheetos and Fritos, and you didn't find it. And then you go into this end cap with various Frito-Lay products, and you didn't find it. And I just thought, it's not in this store.
She thought you were hiding it in the back, honey.
Right. Like I'm hiding in the back. Well, what's the secret word? What is this? Eyes Wide Shut with Tom Cruise? The secret word is...
Wink, what you got back there.
Right. Tell me. I got what you need. I'll give you anything you want for them jalapeno Cheetos. Suddenly it's like Eyes Wide Shut with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. Rest in power to their relationship. Fidelio was the key word. So I'm just thinking, okay, so she's been through the entire snack aisle, which many different products, many dozens, maybe 100 different products. She's scanned through all those. There's no jalapeno Cheetos. She's come to this end cap. There's no Frito-Lay. So, which makes jalapeno Cheetos. There's no jalapeno Cheetos.
She was desperate. You were her last resort.
Right.
She's at her wit's end. Right.
It's there's a lighthouse in the storm. Is that the phrase?
Sure.
So she's been through this aisle. She's at this end cap. There's no jalapeno Cheetos. Maybe, possibly, lady, there's no jalapeno Cheetos in this store. And maybe you need to move on with your life and find an equally good snack.
I wonder if she had been to the Rite Aid next door, or did she go there afterwards? For them?
That's a good. Maybe
I
she
used
went
to do
there.
that myself. Like if I couldn't find what I wanted at the Rite Aid, I'd go on over to the Save Mart and vice versa.
Oh, maybe she did that. Maybe she went there before. And there was no jalapeno Cheetos, and then she, as a desperate attempt, as a last rites.
She was a woman on a mission,
yes,
not a rascal.
She was desperate. She needed the jalapeno Cheetos. So, and I just thought, well, lady, and listen, again, she was not thin.
Oh dear.
She was in a scooter / rascal, and I just thought, well, lady, you were eating the jalapeno Cheetos in the parking lot in the Save Mart before this encounter. You came in for more jalapeno Cheetos, and if you were successful to find the jalapeno Cheetos, you would buy the jalapeno Cheetos, and you would go out back to the parking lot and continue to consume jalapeno Cheetos.
Oh my.
I don't know.
I hope she's doing well.
Yes.
I hope she's okay. Her Friday night wasn't ruined.
Yes. And this is her Friday night, looking for a jalapeno Cheetos. There's more to be frank, honey, there's more to life than jalapeno Cheetos.
True, and yet you came home and you added to our grocery.
Walmart.
You added to our Walmart grocery pickup.
Yes.
Jalapeno Cheetos.
Well, to see someone so obsessed with these jalapeno...
I know. I was intrigued as well. So we added the jalapeno Cheetos to our shopping cart. We will pick them up tomorrow.
To our pickup order.
We will taste them. We will let you know.
We will be and one day we will be one day
our cat is hanging from the window.
Our cat has his hands on our window screen.
He's like parkouring on our window screen right now.
You bring up a great point, honey. Maybe we will taste these jalapeno Cheetos and our lives will change.
So she'll either be she will be redeemed for her efforts. Mm-hmm. or she'll be lambasted for her efforts,
Right.
depending on our taste of these.
I think the former rather than the latter. I think our lives will change. I think we will be at wit's end at the Save Mart on our rascal. Whoa, okay. Well,
We will be pestering the Save Mart workers for the jalapeno
Right. We'll be
Cheetos.
like, where are the jalapeno? I was at this chip aisle. I'm at this end cap. There's more to life. There's nothing more to life
I'm super excited to taste them.
than the jalapeno Cheeto. Okay. Let's move on to my butt crack story. I should have teased all this. Jalapeno Cheetos, butt cracks.
Do it in the description of the episode.
Are we going to review 2 movies, honey?
No.
Okay.
Maybe.
No, maybe. That's the kind of certainty I like. Okay. So, a little bit of backstory. I lose a lot of weight in a week.
Yeah.
I will start the week at 215 pounds on Monday, and on Friday I will be 200 pounds because of
Listen.
my job. I lift, I sweat, I walk a lot.
Not just that, your body and your metabolism
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
It's something.
I don't think this is normal.
Right. It isn't.
You eat what you eat like crazy on the weekends, but you're also
Yeah.
we go to the gym on the weekends as well.
Yeah.
And yet you gain like 10 to 15 pounds.
Right.
And then during the week, you starve yourself, you work out,
Right.
and you lose a ton of weight. This is crazy.
Yes.
You poop, you lose 2 pounds. You drink
Yes.
a glass of water, you gain a pound.
On the good poop, it's over 2 pounds. On the average poop, it's about 1 to 1.5.
Like your weight fluctuation is very unique.
Yes.
I don't think this is
Yes.
like other people's.
And I weigh myself 20 times a day.
True.
And to the Instagram fit influencers, Fitspo, what? Don't weigh yourself. I weigh myself once a month. What the hell are you talking about,
Well,
dude?
I never weigh myself because I'm never like what this guy
I weigh
says.
myself before
Okay?
I poop. I weigh myself after. I weigh myself in the morning before I go to work. I weigh myself after before I go to work.
Yeah.
Ipso facto, I lose about 15 pounds in a week. And it's also due to my job. Like I said, I sweat a lot. I walk a lot. I push. I pull. I lift. And I starve myself because, well, this goes to the bigger issue, just thing of me. I can't enjoy lunch at work.
You don't like eating in front of people.
Well, that's something. That's a bigger issue.
Okay, starving yourself I think is a bit of an extreme comment. You eat very little calories during the day, but then every evening you come home and I
Yeah.
feed you a hearty, healthy meal.
Correct.
So dinner is like your big meal, but then
Right.
during the day you're eating like a packet of peanuts,
I
a
eat
Quest bar.
about 400 to 500 calories.
Yeah.
And it's, well, I see my coworkers who bring like Tupperware things full of rice and vegetables and steak and chicken, but my philosophy is that you're at work. How much are you going to enjoy food? So you might as well starve yourself and lose 15 pounds.
You
a week.
refuse to use the refrigerator at work. You refuse
Yes.
to use the
Well,
microwave
it's
at work.
disgusting. Yes.
Yeah.
Also disgusting.
Understandable.
Toaster also disgusting.
Yeah. And so you do very little snacks during the day,
Yes.
and then you come home and your darling, wonderful wifey
Yes.
makes you a hearty, healthy, low-calorie
Yeah.
dinner of a protein and a veggie,
Yeah.
essentially.
I'm also about like I want to talk to you. I want to talk to my wife and message/text.
Yeah.
I don't want to get involved in like a whole microwave thing, and I don't want to hang out with my coworkers who I adore for the most part. I want to chat to you and catch up with you. I would say, give me the good, the bad, and the Lennox. Update me on everything.
I love it. I know. I wait for your lunchtime so we can catch up and
Right.
text.
And so I throw some peanuts in my mouth. And what else do I eat? A Quest bar.
A Quest bar,
and
popcorn
popcorn.
occasionally. The
I was-
low-cal
right.
bag of popcorn.
I eat a small bag of popcorn, and I'm good.
And you know your woman gonna take care of you for dinner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that was a long way to go through. A long way to go for. I lose about 15 pounds
Oh yeah.
in a
What
week.
are we talking about? Your butt crack.
My butt crack. I lose about 15 minutes. So, by Friday-ish, my pants are loose. My blue jeans and my belt, and I could make it tighter. Actually, today, see, and I let
Today's
you know
Friday,
this.
people.
I nearly got to the 8th hole on my belt.
Okay.
So on Monday, I'm at the 6th hole on my belt. Sometimes the 5th. Okay. Let's be honest. It depends on the weekend way. But on average, I'm on the 6th hole on my belt on Monday. By Friday, I'm on the 7th hole on my belt. And today, because I'm trying to, quote unquote, lose weight for our anniversary and the Fisher party.
You're trying to look good for my brothers tomorrow.
Right. I'm trying to look good for Brandon Fisher. I'm on the 8th hole in my belt. Okay. So, but this happens every week. My pants are loose is what I'm saying. I'll be on the 7th hole and it's fine, but it still sags a little. It still droops a little. And well, we talked about me doing magazines. There's a lot of bending over. Like I'm bending over to get magazines, the lower racks.
Let me see that crack, honey.
Picking up totes/tubs and putting them down. There's a lot of bending over involved in my second job, which I kind of quit today. Or it's the end.
Oh, yeah, I was going to bring that up.
But 2 people in 2 weeks. Now, this goes to a bigger question. So, 2 people in 2 weeks, this incident happened. First week, a woman came to me, 40-something, whatever. She put her arm around me.
What?
Now, I wear a ring. I'm a married man. I'm taken. Although I do wear gloves because I'm a germaphobe.
You should put your ring on over the glove.
Well,
okay?
Now we're talking. Now, I'm going to start doing this. But this woman came up to me, put her arm around me and said, I can see your butt. I can see your butt.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Is she hitting on you or?
I think it was a warning. I think it was like D-Day on the beaches of Normandy. Our cat is going to the bathroom.
I think he's pooping.
Well, we all do
dear.
it, honey.
Okay.
But I think she was just giving me a warning, like Pearl Harbor is about to happen. Fair warning.
Gird your loins.
Yes, gird my loins. She was like, your butt is showing, and I was like, okay.
You were like, did it look good?
You like what you see? Week number 2,
okay.
Which happened last week.
Okay. So a week prior, or a week after this.
Yes.
Okay.
Same thing. I lose a bunch of weight during the week.
Uh-huh.
My pants sag. My crack is out for everyone to enjoy. Here you go, Rosemont. Check it out. Check it out.
You're welcome.
Right. You're welcome. You don't have to look at you porn anymore. Here you go. Enjoy. But another guy, he said, "Hey man," and I was like, "Oh, I just do magazines, my standard line." And he goes, "No, I just want to let you know I can see your butt."
You and like it? Uh-huh.
And I was like, "Yeah, I know." Which I get. Okay. So, 2 weeks in a row, people telling me my blue jeans were sagging and you can see my crack.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm aware of this. I can feel the wind.
I was just going to say, can you feel the coldness?
I can absolutely feel what's going on. I know.
Crevice?
I'm not void of feeling, honey. I know what's going on. My crack is out and about, okay?
Mm-hmm. I've witnessed this, so yeah, I can attest.
I get it. And,
love it.
But it doesn't bother me. It's
clearly
it's temporary because I was trying to hike my belt up.
You're giving the people a good time, and you know it.
Right. They're at the Save Mart. They're buying a giant bottle of vodka to go cry themselves asleep. But here's a little bootay crack, and my wife shaved me with some wall clippers.
I did. I shaved him, everybody.
So it's very appealing. It's very aesthetically pleasing. Look at my crack. Enjoy it.
Take it in.
You don't have to tell me. I know what's going on. I feel the wind. Okay, I'm like a sail on a boat. It's like Pirates of the Caribbean. That's how boats move, honey. Sails, wind. Listen, I watched the America's Cup, okay, with Grandpa Curtis Copperman, my stepdad. We watched the America's Cup. About 3% of the people hearing this will know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about, but carry on.
Well, we watched the America's Cup, which was a big deal in San Diego in 1988. That's how boats move. Is my point. So I know what's going on.
The wind carries you. The wind carries your butt crack.
Yes. And so my deal is, listen, you know my job. I go into the lower socioeconomic
It's
areas
not the ritziest of neighborhoods.
of Sacramento,
It's my
California.
old hometown, to be honest.
But my point is that I see guys with their booties hanging out all flippin' day. I see underwear. I see booties. I see crack. I see things a man shouldn't see, or a woman.
And you know, like, you are the superior of these cracks.
Well, that goes without saying, honey. But the point is, I see crack. I see butt. And some guys, okay, they don't skip leg day. I skip leg day.
Oh.
But
well, are their wives shaving their lower backs, though?
No, these people don't have wives, honey. But my point is, I see butts. I see male butt on Florin Road. And you know what I don't do, honey? I don't pull over my car and say, "Excuse me, sir, your butt crack is showing. Oh, your pants are too low." So this man and this woman in Save Mart who came to me and said, "Your butt crack," I don't do that.
Well, were they hitting on you, or
no?
Come on.
Well, maybe no. But what is the societal behavior? Like, if you see butt crack,
you know what?
Is it your duty to say, "Hey, you're showing your butt crack"?
No.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
You ignore it. You mock it. You text your spouse.
Right.
And you say, "God, guess what I saw?"
Exactly. That's my point. The butt crack displayer, aka me, or these lovely gentlemen on Florin Road or Northgate, they know their butt crack is showing, and they don't care.
They feel the wind.
So why are you notifying me of this impropriety?
They
as
see
it were?
you. They know this is a proper man. This is a man with class. That's what they're thinking.
Well, that's another thing.
And they're like, I must save him.
Yes.
I must let him know.
Yes. I'm very approachable.
That's another thing, yeah.
I'm very agreeable.
Everyone knows they can just, like, come to you and say what's on their mind.
So if they see some dude on Watt Avenue and they see his butt crack, they're a little skittish. They're a little hesitant.
Yeah, those dudes are scary.
Yeah. So you don't pull over on Watt Avenue. "Excuse me, sir. I can see your buttocks. If you could pull up your pants, that would be beneficial to our society." No, you don't say it. But me being very genial and handsome and good looking, I lift, honey. I don't know if you know, but I'm in the garage at 6 a.m.
I do.
So I'm just more approachable.
Yeah.
As it were. Okay. So I guess there's different situations.
Yeah.
Different actions call for different degrees of reaction.
These people want, like, they respect you.
Right.
They want your chastity intact. they don't want you being a whore out there in the streets.
Yes.
Of Rosemont.
Right. And I appreciate them. Now, okay, so we've taken care of that, but so I'm in the Save Mart and a woman and man come up to me and say, "Your butt crack is showing."
That's still bizarre to me. I can't imagine telling someone their butt crack is showing. I can't imagine.
It's very odd. If I was shopping in Save Mart on Kiefer Boulevard and I saw the magazine guy with his butt crack hanging out, I'd be like, "Hey, there's a butt crack. I'm going to move on to the
Listen.
frozen section.
I would definitely stare for a minute or two.
Well, I don't blame you.
And then I'd carry on.
Yes, exactly. So it takes a special kind of individual to kind of, again, this woman put her arm around me, and this man went out of his way to notify me. I that's not me, that's them. And I guess I respect that point of view. But it was odd and disconcerting, and I just say, I know. Like, hey, I know my butt crack's on display.
That's part of my aesthetic, okay?
Right. That's part of the show here. That's part of the Save Mart
Get
experience.
you a magazine, get you a butt crack.
Right. Here's the current copy of People. Here's the latest Prince Harry Life and Style, which is different than last week's Prince Harry Life and Style. And here's some butt crack. Will you buy this? Will you buy this Life and Style for $3.75? Okay, so that's one thing. But so if you were doing these magazines, honey, and someone came up to you and said, "Hey, your butt crack's out," what would you?
Oh goodness!
What's your response? What would you do?
I'd immediately stand up, and I'd yank up my pants, and I'd be like, "Oh, thank you. I'm sorry."
Right.
That's me.
Right.
Because unlike you, I do care if my butt crack is showing, but.
Okay.
I take the steps to ensure that my butt crack does not show. I'm not wearing these low-rise jeans.
Right.
Okay? I wear the mid-rise jeans.
Right.
I'm a mother.
And 25
I'm
minutes.
a wife.
25 minutes ago, you were talking about your bootay shorts hanging
Listen,
out.
okay, that was the lower butt cheeks. That wasn't the upper butt crack.
Ah.
And
It's a whole different territory.
And I wasn't prepared for the booty shorts in the parking lot of the school, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I would be prepared when I was on the job.
Mm-hmm. Well, I do usually hike up my belt, my pants. But again, I've lost 15 pounds in 5 days.
You know, honey?
So it falls down again, yes.
I'm reminded of a funny story from about a year or two ago when we were at a wings place in Citrus Heights.
Yes,
and
wings.
we were standing outside.
It wasn't hot. Fire wings.
Fire wings.
Yes.
We're standing outside and
Yes.
you were wearing some cute shorts.
Yes.
And all of a sudden your shorts fall down.
Right.
What happened with that?
Well,
your shorts fall down in the parking lot and you leaned over and yanked them back up and you're like, oh God. It was so funny.
Right.
I'm sorry. It was hilarious.
Well, I remember being super light in weight or losing a bunch of weight very quickly for some reason. But that was before we even walked in.
Yeah, that was like when we first got there. You had no belt on, I think. It was just like the shorts only and they like felt. It was so funny. Okay. So
was it funny?
It was so funny.
I don't know.
Anyway, moving on.
All right. So what have we learned?
Well, no, you did wear a belt. And
right.
Still your butt crack
super
showed.
tighten it.
So
super tighten
what we have learned is
mm-hmm.
let your butt crack show, embrace it, flaunt it.
Yes.
Rock it, girl.
Do you?
That's what I've learned.
Do you? I'm gonna get a pair of shorts that say pink on the bootay, Pink. So so the lower half of my butt cheeks will hang out like you at Lenox Albert School, but my butt crack will be covered. Is that the solution?
Are there some shorts that have the butt cheeks showing on the bottom as well as the butt crack on the top? They're like super thin.
Yes.
So everything is showing.
Yes.
And then it can just say "look it" across the butt.
LOOKIT. Look it. Look it. And then in small font, you know you like it. Look it. You know you like it.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think we've solved anything, but we definitely told a few stories here. All right. That's the end of the program. As my wife gives me the tea for time
I need a time.
I know.
We have so much more to discuss, though.
That's the end of the program. It's been fun, but not really. Let's all try a little harder next time. Let's all try to show a little less butt crack next time.
Or if you see a butt crack in public,
right,
let it fly.
Right.
Let it live.
Enjoy
its best
it.
life.
Take it in.
If anything, say, "Good butt crack, man."
Right. As part of the scenery. You know what? Next time, how about a guy comes up to me and says, "Hey, your butt crack's out," and you know what? It's nice. Don't hike your belt up. Don't hike your pants up. Let it fly. You do you, boo-boo. All right. That's the end of the program. It's been fun, but not really. Let's all try a little harder next time. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, or don't. Do whatever you want. You're a grown-up. Make your own decisions. Do what's best for your family. This podcast is brought to you by Skillshare. Just kidding. Skillshare is not a sponsor, and we don't have any skills to actually share. Goodbye. I love you. We love you. Frankie
loves you.
Frankie, what's his name? Frankie Blue. Frankie Blue loves you. We hope you have a good day today and tomorrow. And sure, I may have outed myself as a butt crack shower in public, but I'm still a good person, and we're still good people. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. As Frankie Blue, that's his last name, Frankie Blue Nicholas, pause at the window screen and maybe be causing permanent damage to our window. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a great day/night. That's the official end. Here's some bonus content to our Patreon supporters. We don't have a Patreon. For all you fans of Lennox Albert and nonsensical chatter, we're going to throw some, the very beginning, before we even started,
Yay!
onto this episode. So,
Enjoy.
here you go.
And oop.
Can I shop at Shein?
That's the Luna Marie store of choice.
Can you believe this here cinnamon roll? Can you believe that's from McDonald's?
That's some frosting with some cinnamon roll.
Doesn't that look really good for the McDonald's? Looks like...
Sure.
I don't expect McDonald's cinnamon roll to look that good.
It just looks like Helco frosting.
Yeah, okay. And... Alright, Len!
Don't rush.
Why?
Talk about the damn pod.
What?
Bro.
Did you say the D word? You're sitting over there.
What do you mean? What do you mean I said a D word?
Did you?
I said, how come I have to be on the pod?
How happy you get to.
It's an honor and a privilege.
Then I get this.
Scoot your chair back. No tipping.
I'm not tipping.
You are tipping.
I'm not tipping. Is you blind?
Can you sit over there, Len? One chair over.
You might be super loud. Are you gonna be super loud, son?
Yes.
He tried to steal your cloud, by the way.
Good.
No, Mom.
Oh, God. Dear Lord Jesus Christ.
Don't be spilling.
I think you might be... Are you gonna be loud?
Yeah.
I think you can stay there.
Say.
Franklin Bizzle Belvinor the Third. This hat is a...
What's he doing? You can't do this during the pod.
Lennox.
You have to ignore Frankie during the pod.
The Rock doesn't leave the Jimmy Fallon show in the middle of the interview.
Scoot that chair back so you're not tipping it backwards.
Well, he ate a bug and he broke the window.
He can eat a bug.
I saw Luna's hair sweep in the background.
Oh.
Look at his dude. Look at him.
Look at this dude. Okay, focus. Nothing exists but us. The three of us.
What about Frankie over there?
No.
Len,
You don't do this.
this is for fun. For lack of a better word.
And oop.
We're just talking.
Okay, do I have to be on this pod anymore?
You're already on it, bro.
Donuts. Okay, get in your chair.
I don't care about the
Sit.
donuts.
Len, this is for fun.
I know.
Be yourself.
I know.
Don't take anything seriously.
I know.
Shh.
Obviously.
Well, obviously.
Okay, sorry.
What is he, the director over here?
He's trying to take your spot, honey. I'm so excited we have our first guest.
I'm not your guest. I see you every day. I'm only going to be here for like 5 minutes, so.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Just talk.
No, you.
Sit like this.
Yeah, Len.
Yeah?
Like I said, it's for fun. Just be yourself. And this is all just, we're just
You
BSing.
said that like 5 times. I know.
I know. Well, this is Jimmy Kimmel's pre-show interview.
This is what Pat and Jen do before they start their live stream.
This is how mainstream media works. You got to give a little of yourself to promote whatever you're trying to sell to the public.
Okay.
Your TikTok, your Roblox. Okay. Ready?
Yes.